Oh no! Hello and welcome to the Robb Zipp Show. I'm your host, Robb Zipp. I also host the Most Epic Adventures, which you're mostly used to seeing here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, wherever. But I'm bringing back the Robb Zipp Show. This has been a podcast I normally do on Anchor, but I'm bringing it to YouTube thanks to my friend Nick, who is going to be joining us here shortly. He does Nick's Local Eats here in Houston. So this is a Houston-centric episode. We'll talk about some other stuff going around. It's got to get a little bit of water. I've had some issues today. I didn't think I was going to be able to chat. Let's go ahead and show this. Here's some information. Look, I got a big zit today too. I gained something, I lost something. But today we're going to talk to Nick Rama. Let's go ahead and add him. Hello, Nick.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there was a little bit of a delay, but there you are.
How's it going?
It's going well. How are you, sir?
Good.
Nice. Get the nice wide shot. We can see your nice bookshelf back there.
My wife's books.
Oh, come on. You can claim them. I can't see what any of them say.
All
so
right.
That was funny. The last time I had a band on, and when the guy had the bookshelf behind him looking very, I mean, he is like a historian teacher. He's a history teacher, I think, actually. And so he had all these books behind him, and the only one I could see was real big. The spine said Hitler. I'm like, come on, dude. Don't be a Nazi. And he was like, no, come on. I'm a historian. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Anyway, so how are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I am actually kind of terrible.
Oh, that's not good.
No, but I'm here. So I got to tell you and tell all the viewers. Hopefully, my internet doesn't crap out. I am using the Xfinity hotspot internet because my home internet is not working. This has been an ongoing issue. I actually have a technician coming out tomorrow afternoon. I replaced the gateway today, thinking that the gateway was bad, but nope. So I want to apologize for that. If I fade out, just wait for a second, and I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm having some internet issues too at the house. It keeps dropping too, so hopefully you don't lose me either.
Maybe it's just too many people are at home using the internet right now.
Probably.
Yeah. So I wanted to.
I'm going to go ahead and share this real quick.
Yeah.
Did you post it up on your page or?
Yeah, I shared it. I didn't share it on Houston Foodie. I shared it on your group.
Oh, okay.
On Nick's Local Eats group. I shared it on a couple of Houston podcaster groups. I did not share it on Houston Foodie Friends because I know that group is run pretty tight, and I don't want to break any rules. I'm not sure about the rules of sharing a live stream there, so I'll ask the administrators after this if I can share it there. So cool. We got a comment. So someone agrees. Too many people at home.
Yep.
Do you know Ashley?
I do. So Ashley's
Awesome.
one of the owners of Two Guys in One Pit.
Nice. Very cool. I've not been there.
They're doing some outstanding things out there. You have to go try the payload fries.
Where are they located?
They're at 249. Actually, Spring Cypress near 249. They're right in front of where Bearded Fox is.
I haven't been to Bearded Fox. That's a brewery?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't been there. I think they opened after I stopped drinking. So I missed out on some breweries. I've still gone to a couple of breweries, because they had good food or some music or some friends of mine were doing something there. You got your friend Ashley says hi, Nick, and then your friend Lance King says hi, Nick.
Lance is doing some pretty cool stuff too in his neighborhood, bringing food trucks out.
Yeah, what neighborhood is he in?
Inverness Estates, pretty close to the 2920 and the Grand Parkway.
Okay, so he's getting some food trucks to come out to his neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, Friday is actually one of my favorite Houston food trucks. It's Foreign Policy.
Well, that's cool, man. I know the food trucks have been I don't know. They've probably been hit pretty hard, and this the whole reason. So for those of you to know, I think I mentioned this a little bit at the beginning. Nick does Nick's Local Eats. It's a local Houston, I guess, food blog. Is that fair?
I guess
Podcast show,
food group.
food group.
Sure.
Yeah. So you have the you have your finger on the pulse of the Houston food scene, and I wanted to have you on to talk about what's been going on. I know this has been a really difficult time for restaurants and bars around the world, but specifically here in Houston, because we are a city that loves to go out and eat. We love it. You know how many times I've seen people share the meme about just wanting to go out and get chips and queso?
Right.
I mean, where else in the world do people love chips and queso like we do here?
Yeah. And it's different. Yes, you can get it to go, and it was, it's the experience, hanging out with your friends, sharing a bowl of chips and salsa with a cold margarita, cold beer. Unfortunately, COVID kind of ended that
For now.
for now. But we're slowly getting back to it. I think people are getting a little braver, going out and actually eating out at the 25% rate. Excuse me. The 50% dine-in ratio, I think, will definitely change the dynamic. We actually ran
25% more people will get sick.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've been running a poll on, how many people will go out, and I have some of the results here. So,
Okay.
I dined in during phase 1 and plan on still dining in during phase 2. That's 390 votes. But still 242 votes will only continue to use to-go, curbside, family pack, and delivery. And then another 97 people said, I'm going to wait till June. Another 15 people said only patios. So it's going to be different for everyone. And, I guess how safe they feel.
Right. Absolutely. So how do you feel about it?
I've been a little picky and choosy on where I go. So, you can see what people are doing or not doing. What was it? On Mother's Day, Ambrisa did an awesome job. I mean, they went above and beyond. You made a reservation. They told you to wear a mask to the table. They took your temperature at the door, and it was social distance. I mean, the whole staff was wearing masks. But other places aren't doing as well of a job, so I may stay away from that.
So far, I've been to 2 restaurants. I went to Gringo's here on 45 in Cypresswood.
Yeah.
And I live close to there, so I've gotten delivery from them several times during this. Sometimes I want my chips and queso, and I can get Torchy's delivered here too. But sometimes I don't want a taco. Sometimes I want enchiladas or something. So
I believe that's why some restaurants have struggled during the shutdown, really, because there are certain foods that just don't travel well.
yeah,
Fried foods, a good juicy burger. If you're more than 5 minutes from your house, fried food's going to steam inside that to-go container, become soggy, and that big old juicy burger is going to have a wet, soggy bun. So at least now, you have the opportunity to go out and get your favorite dishes. And
well, when I went to Gringo's, they had a limited menu. They had the restaurant, everyone, very spread out. All the wait staff were wearing gloves and masks. I felt pretty safe about it. Yesterday, me and my girlfriend, yeah, Ashley agrees with you. If he doesn't always travel well, that's absolutely true.
Luckily,
Like
barbecue
I've
bites.
ordered like hot wings and
Did I lose you? All right, Rob, you're frozen.
okay, here we go.
There you are.
Yeah. So yeah, this was my fault. I could tell that.
I was like, you're frozen.
Yeah, StreamYard took a dump. We lost Rob. Yeah, so were you still here? I guess you were still
I
here.
was there.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I had to refresh the actual internet page. So okay, so that might happen again. So if we get frozen, just hang on. I'll refresh the page and hopefully be back. So anyway, so I was saying I went to Hobbit Cafe yesterday and for lunch, and then they just let us sit where I sat, kind of away from everybody else, and they brought us the drinks and silverware, like the regular cups and silverware, but the food they brought out in styrofoam boxes, which I thought was strange. You know, why do you think they would do that?
There is there have been so many different guidelines on what to do or what not to do or what's safer and what's not safe. So I think a lot of places are going to reusable contain or throwaway containers, throwaway forks. Some restaurants are giving the option: do you want silverware? Or do you want plasticware? Um, how clean is that fork? How, so I think it boils down to that.
Well, dude, the I mean, I'm all for I wear my mask when I go out. I try to wash hands as often as I can. I've got some hand sanitizer, but like I've been in a kitchen. I've seen those washing machines that they use. Those things get fucking hot.
Yeah.
excuse my French. They get hot, and we know a virus gets killed in hot temperatures. Being out in the open and being exposed to extremely hot water kills any kind of virus or bacteria.
But then there's the whole glove thing. Okay, so you're wearing gloves, you touch a counter, then you go grab the silverware with that same glove. I mean, you
Yeah,
there's so
right,
many.
right.
Yeah,
It's better just to keep your hands clean than to wear the gloves.
I know. Wash your hands, people. Wash your hands.
It's got to be hard though working in a restaurant. So you have to be careful with what you touch. I don't know. Careful with what you touch. We got friend Nancy says hey hey.
Hey, Nancy. So Nancy is from one of the admins on Cypress Area Eats. They do a really good job out there with Meta and Lauren promoting local restaurants and fundraisers.
Well, that's awesome. Did you share this on their group?
Let me see if I can.
That's fine. That's
I know.
fine. No, it's really cool that
Nancy,
these
share
people.
it.
That's really cool that people are jumping on and leaving a comment. I could put their comment on the screen, and then you can tell us about who these people are and what they're doing. Um, one of our mutual friends, I saw you guys, Marianne's Jackpot Pizza, a new air conditioner.
You kind of broke
Could
up
you hear
and
me? Could you hear me,
lost
Nick?
you. Yes, I
Okay.
can hear you now.
Okay. So no, I was talking. Okay, I was talking about our mutual friend Marianne, Jackpot Pizza. You helped out get a new air conditioner for their store, right?
Yeah. So we wanted to. We knew a lot of restaurants were struggling, and we wanted as a group to figure out how we can help, especially with all these PPP loans getting delayed, and not coming in on time, or everything was up in the air. So we
Mhm.
decided to launch the Nick's Local Eats Link Local T-shirts, and each of those T-shirts, $10 will go to a local restaurant, and we were doing for every 2 or 3 weeks, we would switch restaurants. And then we came up. So we got some donations from different restaurants and the T-shirt sales, and we gave Marianne like $786, and her air conditioning bill was $900. So we almost had her there. So it was good. She really appreciated it. Link Local jumped in and offered to help her with her website and redesign their logo, and give her some free stuff. And then from there, we decided to help Ellen's Cafe in Old Town Spring and Moo House Cafe
Mhm.
off of Luetta. And we did the same thing, but this time we started doing auctions, and all these local restaurants donated some family pack meals, some family desserts, and we created these little packages that were they were probably worth about $100 to $150, and we just auctioned them off, and we had a buy it now price, and I think 90% of them sold at buy it now, which was pretty awesome. We went above the value of what the prize was worth. Um, so, and we're continuing that right now with Palava Family Entertainment Center and Lasagna House.
Nice. The lasagna house on 1960.
Yeah,
That place has been there forever.
yeah. So all these little businesses are struggling here and there, and
Yeah.
if they reached out for help, we're going to try to help them.
So what have you heard has been like the biggest? I mean, obviously the number of patrons to the restaurants has really killed so many of them.
Oh
But
yeah.
have a lot of them been able to smoothly transition to a to go or delivery service, or has that
M-
been
Most of them did a pretty damn good job. Craft Grill, Tejas. You went from a burger joint, or I mean a barbecue joint with a line down the block, to having to online orders. So they figured that out and pretty quickly, and changed. Craft Grill, when they were when their dining room was closed, they had staging areas on the bar, and each section of the bar was a person's order and a ticket. So people were doing a really good job on trying to figure out how to implement the to go system.
okay? Well, that's good, man. I've heard horror stories about like Grubhub. Like, I'm just saying, for example, I've seen like a receipt from some place, and they gave them
Oh
a
yeah,
breakdown, and what they actually got was like,
they're taking like 30, 35%, sometimes 40% of the order. It's crazy.
and it's like how can businesses survive doing that? Because
They
I
can't.
mean, it's craziness, man. I know, just because we know the same person. I'm going to bring her up again. Marianne at Jackpot Pizza, pizza place usually has their own delivery service. So they're not very dependent on Uber Eats or Grubhub or
Mhm.
DoorDash or Postmates or I don't know how many other there are out there. Did I say Uber Eats? I
Yeah,
think Uber Eats is going in to buy Grubhub actually.
are they?
So it'll be Grubhub and It'll be Uber Eats / Grubhub and DoorDash is the two
The main ones.
main ones. So they might try to squeeze.
There's a local one
I
in.
know some of these.
You're breaking up again.
Yeah, you're breaking up. So I'm listening to you. So you're saying there's a local
Oh,
delivery app?
yeah. There's a well, for Tomball, there's Foods Here Now, which is I believe run by 2 local kids. So as far as I know, their fees aren't as bad as some of the national ones. So, but it's always going to be better to drive down the street 5 minutes and grab your food curbside or delivery, or use the in-house delivery. Um, I know people like convenience and using the app because it's easy, but you're not doing your local mom and pop business really anything by ordering through those type of sites. I do it like maybe once a week because when I'm at work, I'm there's one shift where I can't really leave, but
Yeah.
otherwise I try not
You work.
to. I do have a real job, people.
Yeah, I know where you work.
I just don't eat around town.
Right. Yeah. That'd
People
be
ask
funny
me all.
if
People ask me all the time. They're like, "Wait, you have a real job?" And it's like, "Yes, I have a real job."
I mean, how do you think I look so good?
I know.
Yeah, you helped me pick these out, so that's awesome. So, but we actually met last year. It's been over a year now, like 13 months when you had Sausage Fest.
Sausage Wars.
Sausage Wars.
I'm like, that's a whole different conversation, sir.
Well, okay. So Worst Fest in New Braunfels is basically sausage. That's right. Sausage Wars. I'm sorry. But I'll put the at the end of this on YouTube. I'll put the links to the Sausage Wars video. From last year, and I actually asked you about about the banner. Yeah, I didn't. I learned a few things, so I was ready for this year. It was going to be a much better video. I actually got a better camera. I got some lights. I got extra batteries for my lights.
Nice.
Because that's what killed me last year was like I had a light, but the battery just died, and I didn't have an extra battery for it. And I was like, "What the hell?" So, always have extra batteries for your electronics, people. TV production pro tip: have extra batteries for everything. For everything. But yeah, I actually got a really nice camera, so as much as I would like, because I got all this stuff happen, So you had Sausage Wars in April of last year, and I assumed you were planning to do it this April.
We were actually trying for February. Is it
postponed?
Well, we were trying for this past February.
Oh, okay.
Just to make it a little cooler. That didn't happen because Brian's job had some turmoil, and he couldn't really leave. Who was my partner that helped launch Sausage Wars. So we were going to try for April, but I'm glad we didn't because we would have had to cancel it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how this plays out. We're hoping November. We'll see. Hey, Melinda. So Melinda is a pretty awesome person who's just joined us.
November.
You broke up.
I'm still here. Can you see me waving?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I saw Melinda just joined us. She has a really cool food truck and has some of the best fried chicken on planet Earth. They set up in front of Brew 30 and pretty close to Cypress.
Okay, I'm gonna something real quick.
Yeah.
So if I get cut off.
Okay. All right. Looks like we're having technical difficulties. Ah, there we go. Oh, maybe not.
See me. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Okay, so here's what I did. I am using my cell phone now. I'm using my my internet from myself. I'm using the LTE from my cell phone.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully that should be more consistent.
Cool.
And we're not gonna do this for like 4 hours, so it shouldn't cost too much. So Lance wants you to tell us a story. I still want to know more about Sausage Wars. So you were gonna have it in February. Your partner Brian had some work stuff come up, so he couldn't do it in February.
Yeah.
Obviously couldn't do it in April or May because of COVID. And so you're talking about maybe doing it in November.
Yep, we're hoping, some of the rules be relaxed. Maybe we'll have a vaccine. I don't know. We definitely want to do it. I mean, it's not that we don't want to do it. I mean, it was a blast. I think we could definitely grow this festival into something pretty awesome. I mean, I think we did a pretty good job the first one.
Did you sell it? Did you sell it out?
We sold out. You made it when the 2 days before, when it sold out, people were trying to sell fake tickets.
Oh no! Yeah. Would you catch people on the door and you're like, no, these aren't real?
We caught some people selling, and we're looking at our lists, and we were trying to figure out where they got these tickets, because we had the master list of everyone who bought tickets, and we're like, that's not a ticket.
Wow.
So we're like warning people that there's fake tickets online. Please do not buy one. Only use the ticket transfer option through Ticket Leap or Ticket Spice that we used.
Ticket Spice, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's insane. That's super awesome. I mean, for your first year event, people were excited for sausage, and I got to tell you, man, everyone there brought it. It was awesome. It was awesome.
And we had 3 top 50 pit masters, and some of the new top 25 guys, and I mean, as fans of barbecue, I was like, wow, we pulled this off.
Yeah, it was a great event, and I was happy to be there. I was man.
And we had some awesome judges. We had Fader Cook and Shane McAuliffe from the Texas Bucket List. We all see him on Channel 2 every Saturday. And
I actually reconnected with an old buddy because of that show. His friend Nick, I actually met at St. Arnold several years ago, and saw he did the Texas Bucket List with him when they started, and found him on Facebook. I'm like, hey, dude, remember me? And
that's awesome.
It's very cool. So I met Shane for the first time at the Sausage Wars, and I told him, hey, man, I know Nick, and he told me a little funny anecdote, and we bonded over it, and then he went up back to judging.
Nice.
But yeah, that's a cool show. I've actually gone to some places looking for burgers because I've seen them on his show, his Burger of the Week.
Yeah.
So he's legit. He's a legit burger fan. And so are you.
Oh yeah, I love my barbecue and burgers.
And beer, right?
And beer. I mean, these are some of my favorite things.
So you were talking about, some of the different barbecue places that are killing it. I guess without naming any names, can you talk about any examples of barbecue places that are just failing during this time? They're not doing it correctly.
No, there's not too many barbecue places that are failing right now. I mean, yes, there are some that there's some going to be better than others, but Houston and the surrounding areas in the last really 3 to 5 years, I mean, it's been a complete turnaround. If you would ask me 5, 6 years ago, would I be traveling the state to find good barbecue? I would have laughed at you. I would have been like, maybe the best sauce to cover this stuff up.
Oh, really? Really? Wow.
But
That's
that
insulting.
that central style barbecue, with places like Franklin's that just changed the game, and then Corkscrew for the north side, changed the
I'm
game.
so close to Corkscrew.
Yeah. I mean, they changed the game for everyone and set the standards, and everyone strive for those standards. And you used to have to drive to Austin to get really good brisket, but you don't have to do that anymore. Now you can get top 10 brisket, within 10 to 30 minutes from where you're standing. And I think that, Brian and I were talking about sausage wars, and we're like, all these really cool pit masters are starting to do these really cool things with sausage, and we're like, I think it's time to showcase this. So.
Yeah, and it's awesome. I mean, like I said, Worst Fests is something I've gone to for years, but they only have sausages from one place, from the New Braunfels Smokehouse. Okay. That's it. So for you to have so many different, I guess chefs there with their own sausage, because some of them, I think. Some of them you could tell they make that sausage a lot, like it's their go-to. Some of them they were like special event sausages.
They were, and I believe some of those actually did so well they put them on their menu. So,
didn't Tejas with theirs?
Tejas,
or was it already?
No, they actually, all the pitmasters didn't want Tejas to bring chili relleno sausage because it's really the standard of the best sausage on earth.
Okay, fair enough.
But they were like, they're going to win anyway, so why are we coming? No. But yeah, when you have something that good.
Yeah. So, there were awards given out. There were trophies.
Yeah.
People vote. There was the judges voted and people voted. They had their little tickets.
Yeah.
So there were a good amount of winners, and I don't think there were any losers there. I don't think any of the sausages sucked. So it was a shame that not everybody could take home a trophy. But I gotta say, man, I've been thinking about Louis Mueller's rib, that sausage he made with the rib meat and
the Hatch chili.
The chili and the cheese, it was like a cheddar cheese, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That was. Insane. I have dreams. I have dreams about that, dude. And again, I tell you, I voted for that one. I gave him my vote, and the people that did come in first place, they deserved it. Nothing against any of them, but I'm just saying, for me personally, that was so good. I want to go back to his restaurant. I had his barbecue again when I went to the barbecue festival last year.
Yeah.
He had he had made some little sliders out of the rib meat. I guess that's his thing.
Yeah.
That's his thing, is the ribs.
Yeah.
And I could see him just sliding the bones out. I'm like, just give me one of those. I just want to suck the marrow out.
Yeah. Well, wait. That's 3 or 4 generation, pit masters in that family. Yeah. People call Louis Mueller, the Mecca of barbecue in Texas. But once you have that beef rib, life is complete.
It's something else, man. And other places sell beef ribs. Like Corkscrew has a beef rib on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Blacks and Lockhart is really known for their ribs. But I need to make it to because people don't think of rib, they don't think of beef ribs. You know, people when they think of barbecue in
Yeah.
Texas, we think brisket, we think
And
brisket, and
yeah.
in other parts of the country, they think pork ribs and chicken. You know, pulled pork. We're starting to get some of those other meats here, but we're making it Texas. We're making it the Texas way. You know,
Oh yeah.
I don't see people pouring like apple cider vinegar over their pulled pork, which is fantastic, by the way. I've had it; it's
Mhm.
good, but it's just something different. Like I went to. I'm sorry if I'm taking over too much of your
Nah,
interview. Um,
this is the
but
Robb
like
Zipp Show. No.
it's the Robb Zipp Show. Sure, fair enough, fair enough. I went to North Carolina. I went to North Carolina a few years ago, and I wanted to try some North Carolina barbecue,
Mhm.
and I ordered just like a pulled pork sandwich, and the guy, I think I might have been wearing an Astros hat, and this was before they got busted, so it wasn't a bad thing to wear an Astros hat. And so the guy was like, "Are you from Texas?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely. I'm just visiting." And he's like, "Oh man, I hope you like our barbecue. I know it's not the same compared to Texas." I'm like, "Well, no, it's not the same. That's why I'm here,
Yeah.
because I want to try.
Right.
I want to try this Carolina barbecue." And
It's good. I mean, but you can't compare the two.
no, exactly. It's not
Right.
fair to. It's not fair. They love what they love there, and we love what we love
No.
here. And there's no reason that. I mean, people are making Texas barbecue in other places now.
Yeah.
People
Like
are
we got in
making
New York
Carolina
City.
barbecue here. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, actually, I did have barbecue in New York City
yeah.
at a fucking Texas themed bar
It's hilarious.
run by New Yorkers. But a friend of mine who is from here, he took me there because he was like, "This is where I go when I miss home."
Now, as far as beef ribs in Houston right now, the best kept secret is in Katy.
Well, that's not
Brett's,
Houston. That's Katy.
Brett, Houston and surrounding then. Brett's Barbecue Shop. Holy moly.
Beef ribs are life. Brett's is amazing.
Yep.
Man, I'm so hungry now, Nick.
Right.
I want some barbecue. And I had a tooth removed today, so I'm not really feeling like chewing on some ribs. Oh, but damn, it sounds good. So Brett's and Katy, what's it called?
Brett's Barbecue Shop.
Okay, Brett's Barbecue Shop in Katy.
Yep.
All
You get
right.
there early.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very small place. It may seat 12 people because right now I don't think they can do dine in.
Well, I mean, it's probably more like to go like Corkscrew when they started in the
Yeah.
trailer. They were
Yeah.
more to go. I mean, they had some seats there, but I think most people got the food to go.
Yeah.
Now they've gone back to that. You have to order like a day ahead of time on their own website, which is good that they have their own website. So okay, so I would say the Houston area, its own like suburban cities, parts of town have their peak barbecue place, right?
They
So
do.
let's say we've got Corkscrew in Spring.
Yep.
You've got Tejas and Tomball.
Yep.
You're talking about Brett's out in Katy. What else?
And
What else do we have?
Truth Barbecue and Regals and Fegis for Houston.
Okay.
And I would say Magnolia definitely has to go to Reveille Barbecue.
Yes, I think I met them at. It might have been the.
At Sausage Wars. Yeah.
I think I saw them at Sausage Wars, and then I saw them at the Barbecue Fest. I saw a lot of the same people at both.
Yeah.
And I think they had a T-shirt that I really liked at Sausage Wars, and I asked them if they could bring it to the Barbecue Fest, and they didn't. So
Tin Roof Barbecue's doing an outstanding job in like Atascocita.
Yep. Yeah, actually, one of my coworkers was telling me about that. I was like, I don't know if I want to go into Atascocita. Like, if it was in Humble, like right at 59 in 1960, I could swing it. But like going into Atascocita,
Oh, it's another 10 minutes.
Eh, one day it'll be a destination. It'll be a destination. So when I go to these places, Nick, I gotta find something else to do out there. I can't go to Atascocita to just go to a barbecue place. I got to go to a
Yeah.
barbecue place and like see a statue or a park
All
or
right.
something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just me. It's absolutely reasonable to make a restaurant a destination, though, without a doubt. Yeah. So what else? What do you have any? Okay, so you Tascasita, Katy, Houston,
Yeah.
Tomball, Spring,
New Caney, Rusty Buckle Barbecue.
Rusty Buckle up in New Caney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harlem Road, Texas Barbecue. Chef R does an outstanding job up in Richmond.
Yeah.
And then our champions from Sausage Wars, Smoking Z's Barbecue. So we're still waiting on some permits because so they probably won't be open till the end of summer. But out in Hitchcock.
Hitchcock.
Yeah. So
I'm
on
not
the way
even
to
sure.
Galveston.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
And
Is there anything in Galveston?
there was. Unfortunately, they didn't make it because of weather and some other stuff.
Yeah.
So Buck's Barbecue did leave Houston and go to Galveston, but didn't actually. They couldn't make it.
Yeah. That's rough, man. That's rough. So they didn't make it down there. So that means there's a place for somebody to just kill it with some barbecue in Galveston.
There's two places that are barbecue starved right now: Galveston and anything north of the Woodlands or north of Magnolia. So if you open a really good barbecue joint in Conroe, you're going to be golden.
Yeah, I mean, Conroe. What were they saying? Conroe is like one of the fastest growing cities in America.
Yeah, I mean, there's some barbecue ovens out there. They're just not those standards that we have out here.
Yeah, they're the same. Same with the burgers in Conroe. Not
Now,
so good.
now there is a brand new barbecue. There's two brand new barbecue places, southwest in the South Woodlands area. So there's Gessner's Grub Barbecue Company right off of Sawdust, owned by Phil Gessner. He owns like an auto shop next door. And now he's doing barbecue it kind of reminds me of the corkscrew setup back in the day. The little trailer, and then outstanding barbecue at Third Coast Barbecue Company in Oak Ridge. Right. We're really close to Rayford and 45. So people are like, "There's no good barbecue in the Woodlands." Now y'all have two spots.
What's that one called?
Third Coast Barbecue Company.
Third Coast. There were some people that were shacked up where Corkscrew used to be.
Yeah.
Do you know if they're still there?
I don't. There were so many mixed reviews, so I never really made it out there.
I tried it. It was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it was definitely maybe a letdown from what was there before.
Yeah, I mean, big shoes to fill.
Big shoes to fill. Absolutely. Yeah, it was difficult. Gosh, why did I bring you on here today? This is the worst day to have you coming on here talking about food. So I know you've got the pulse on like restaurants that haven't been able to do very well right now. Again, I don't really want you to call anybody out, but out of just thinking about those restaurants, where do you think they failed where others did not?
I think location and landlord rent. Landlord's not working with them,
Yeah.
especially in the Woodlands. I'm talking, if you're in a small little area, a small little or a big strip center, small little place, but you're, $10,000 a month rent, and you're only doing 25% dine-in. how are you going to make it when those landlords aren't working with you? Yes, the landlords have to pay the bank. The bank has, I understand, but what are they going to do when these businesses shut down? These spots are just going to sit empty.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I mean, I don't know anybody in their right mind that's going to go open a restaurant right now.
No. If someone does open a restaurant, you just have to think like what could you do to survive something like this again? Because um, I mean, this has not happened in our lifetime before, but it's happened before, you know?
Yeah,
So, I mean, it can happen again, obviously. I
right.
mean, we
I
had
mean,
we had smaller scares with SARS and swine flu and avian flu and stuff like that, but this has been a different beast, and um,
well, and what's going to happen if this is seasonal and they don't have a vaccine? Are we going to
um,
have spring quarantine, summer quarantine, winter quarantine? And
mhm,
well, said no restaurant can afford that.
no.
I mean, they say there's going to be more aid coming for these restaurants, but will it be too late?
And the people working the restaurants, like servers and bartenders, they're the ones that are being hit especially hard, because they just depend on tips to make their living.
Hmm.
And um,
I
when
think.
when I when I've gone to other countries on my travels, you know, the people don't tip. The servers, if there are servers, they're not dependent on tips. I mean, they appreciate it, like if you let them keep the change or whatever.
Hmm.
But like yesterday, I gave a $10 tip on a $25 bill. You know, just because I was like, I knew the server needed.
Yeah. Well, you got to figure. Okay, so all right, they were furloughed, they were on unemployment, they were making pretty good money on unemployment because of all the bills that they passed. But now they have to go back to work, but have basically taken a 75% pay cut because you only have 25% of your patrons.
Right.
And if they feel safe enough to come out and dine in.
Right.
So yeah, it's bad out there for a lot of people. I mean, you know,
What I saw in a lot of restaurants in other countries, that if they didn't have server, you would just order at the counter. It's just counter service. You'd order at the counter, and then they call your number.
hmm.
You know, and that's how even like a nice restaurant
Oh,
I
really?
went to in New Zealand was like that. Yeah, yeah. So it it because they have to pay a living wage to the servers there. So they find ways to make it more economical for them. Because they have the overhead of the building and everything.
Hmm.
So it's hard. It's hard, man. For I love going out. I love to eat. I love to eat. Look at me. But man, going into the restaurant business is tough as hell. And
It was tough before, and now it's three
right,
times.
exactly. Exactly, exactly. So I'm trying to do what I can to I'm actually spending a lot of money
Yeah,
getting food delivered, because you want to tip the drivers too, because this is,
yeah.
they might be a server who's out of work who are doing this to make their living. So it's a rough time out there for everybody, and you know it's hopefully. How's it been at your job? You don't have to tell everybody where you work, but like I just saw that I got an email from the office saying that you guys reopened the office, but you guys have some strict guidelines you're
Yeah,
following.
it's kind of like everywhere. You have to wear a mask walking in. Call
Mm,
us when you get there. We'll take your temperature. We'll ask you COVID questions. If your temperature's too, on that borderline, we're going to set you in a room by yourself. Make sure your temperature comes down. Make sure it wasn't from the sun. Um,
right.
I'm wearing a face shield to sell glasses, and then when I'm taking measurements, I put my N95 mask on to take measurements because you have to be pretty close to a patient to take measurements.
Yeah.
So it's weird. At first, we're wearing that N95 mask. I don't know how nurses do it. It takes a lot out of you, wearing that for an extended period of time.
Yeah. Yeah. Just once everybody's walked away, just kind of lift it up, get a little extra breath of air.
Yeah, huh? Seriously. I mean, yeah.
Don't be like those people that put the mask under their nose.
I know.
That's you're defeating the whole purpose.
I'm not gonna say where I was, but the whole restaurant had masks on. They were doing a great job. They were cleaning, and then you went to go check out at the cashier, and the there was down below her nose. I'm like, okay, that.
Yeah. I went to one of the dentists today. The assistant, yeah, she had the mask under her nose. Like, oh, whatever. I mean, they took my temperature before I got in there, and so they knew that I wasn't sick, but still, I don't know. We got a comment from one of I think these might be one of my subscribers. They say la la la, la turkey la 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 la. This looks like a child, so that they only know the words. And they might be in Turkey. I have a lot of subscribers in Turkey. Have you ever been to Turkey?
I have not.
Neither have I.
Wow.
But I've had a couple of I have a couple of Turkish friends that I've had on here. So I think that's where my Turkish subscribers have come from. So I thank you. I hope you're all being safe, safe out there in the former Ottoman Empire. I like to eat turkey. Do you like turkey? Who has the best like barbecue turkey?
Two guys in one pit.
Where are those guys at?
Tomball.
Those guys are in Tomball. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
They have I'm not a huge smoked turkey fan or turkey fan in general.
Mm-hmm.
I'd stab someone for their peppered turkey.
All right, that's an endorsement, man.
Yeah.
That'd be a good day to go out to Tomball, go to Tejas, and then go to Two Guys One Pit.
Yeah.
I want to say One Cup, but that's completely. I know that's where they got their name from. It has to be. But they have awesome pepper turkey, huh?
Yep. So we're going to be doing a joint group event coming up here in June 6th with Meta from Cypress Area Eats and Nick's Local Eats, and we're going to basically take over 2920 Roadhouse. We're going to introduce their new chef. We're going to introduce their new chef, Meta's husband Elias, and they have a really cool team. They're trying to change up the menu there a little bit and bring out some new dishes. And we're going to also have two cocktails. One's going to be Nick's Local Eats. One's going to be Cypress Area Eats. And no one's going to know which one's which. And we're going to vote and see who wins. And
all right,
we may have some live music out there and some specials for the group. So look for that pretty soon.
So that's June 6th.
Yeah, probably from like 4 or 5 o'clock to about 9 or 10.
June 6th, 4 or 5.
It's about 9 or 10 probably.
PM to 9 or 10 at Cypress Roadhouse?
No, 2920 Roadhouse.
Okay, 2920. Oh, okay.
It's about 10 minutes.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze will not be there.
RIP. Hopefully people can decipher all those numbers. So I'll put it on the screen here. June 6th, 4 or 5 p.m., 2 or 10. Oh, I messed up the 9. Whatever. They'll get it. They'll understand. Yeah, you'll have to send me all this information so I can put it in the description below the video on YouTube.
Cool.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
All the the places that you've mentioned. I've kind of just thrown out questions. I guess I should have been writing this stuff down too. Hey, but that's why you got to watch to the end to hear. You got to watch don't look at the descriptions. Never mind. Don't give me this description. Don't give me the names, Nick. You already told me. If you want to know the names of the places to get the best barbecue in the Houston area, watch the whole video.
Yeah, there we go.
Watch the video and subscribe if you haven't been subscribed. Once this, Nick, let's do this. Let's have an epic adventure, Nick. Once this ends, I'm going to try to come out to that event on June 6th. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with my work schedule, but I don't know how many people are they going to cap the number.
You don't interview people all day?
No. Nope, not at all. So when what was I going to say? So are they going to cap the number of people at this event?
What's really nice about 2920 Roadhouse, they're in the process of building a 15,000 square foot deck. We're talking all the social distancing that you can, So yeah, there will be plenty of picnic tables and space, and I'm not sure if the treehouse or brat trap will be done by then. They're building a little kids area too. There's a 4-acre lake on property, and a 1967 house. Really cool place. A lot of history.
So like the bars are opening up, but like you can't sit at the bar. You have to sit at a table. Yeah. You have to stay seated. You can't. No dancing. There's no dancing allowed.
Was this Footloose?
Yeah, I think the Baptists snuck that into the rule. But nothing against Baptists. It's just a rule. They don't like dancing, generally.
Is hand jiving okay?
Hand jive, maybe. Some jazz hands. But I'll try to make it out to that. That'll be a cool event. So if I'll go, I'll try to bring my nice camera and do some interviews with you and some people there to post on your. We'll post them up on your group. Maybe I'll join the Cyprus group too, so I can give them fair. Even though I'm not in Cyprus, that's why I guess I haven't joined. But I want to be fair to everybody.
There we go. So yeah, and then.
I'm sorry. Before what I was going to say, the adventure I was going to propose to you, Nick, is that we go and visit all these places that you've mentioned today.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Maybe we can bring the Hulversons, even though they say they've never heard of me.
Right.
What's up with that? Yeah. Funny.
So what we're working on something pretty big right now too.
Can you talk about it?
I can hint about it. So it's gonna be involve raising some pretty good funds for the Montgomery County Food Bank. So we're gonna team up with 10 to 20 restaurants, and we're working on Nick's Local Eats cocktails. Mm-hmm. Brittany over at Captain Brad's has the first one, and every time that one of those cocktails are ordered, that restaurant's going to hold back $1 for the Montgomery County Food Bank.
Cool. That's awesome. That's kind of like Houston Restaurant Weeks.
Yeah. So I think we're going to do this every quarter, and we'll tally up and give the food bank, Montgomery County Food Bank, hopefully a nice fat check.
That's really cool. I know. During Houston Restaurant Weeks, the restaurants in the Woodlands, they do donate their portion to the Montgomery County Food Bank. So that's great that the money is staying in the county.
Yeah.
I'm still in Harris County. I live in Harris County. But I work in Montgomery County, just like you. Yeah. We both live in Harris County, work in Montgomery County. So we kind of go back and forth. So it's good to support the business up there. And that's the whole reason my job moved up there. One of the reasons that the Woodlands wanted our job to move there was because they thought we would help their economic impact with everyone moving up there, but they don't pay me enough to buy a house in the Woodlands. So I live in Spring.
Hey,
I get paid okay, don't get me wrong.
The taxes are better here.
I mean, it is what it is, as they
I don't
say.
think I would ever move to the Woodlands just because of the cost of living and taxes. So
Yeah, it's bad. I'm not a fan of the Woodlands.
well,
I miss living in Houston. I miss living in the Montrose. That's where I used to live before I moved up here. And I mean, I've been here longer than I was down there, but it seemed like there was so much more to do down there as as not a family man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's getting better out here though.
It's getting better. There's stuff to do. I'm finding maybe as I'm getting older, I'm finding more things I enjoy out here. I love the parks. I love being close to nature.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I've really enjoyed during this time. I've been able to go to those parks a little bit more and just stroll around. Still not allowed to sit down anywhere, but hopefully they'll loosen that up soon. Because I think they don't want people touching the contact points. That's why the playgrounds have been closed and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be okay soon. Or if not, then just a bunch of us will die. But we'll figure it out one way or the other. We'll either figure it out and be okay, or we won't figure it out and die. Those are the two options.
Right.
Well, Nick, what else do you have going on, man? What else did you want to talk about?
Well, I'll have the top 30 barbecue list coming out Memorial Day.
All right.
And we'll have the top 40 burger list July 4th. And then this year, Labor Day, I think we're going to do the top brewery list.
Okay. There are a lot of breweries in the Houston area.
Yeah.
And,
I think last year there was like 56.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you could go to one every weekend and still not go to all of them in a year.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I know the breweries have been suffering a little bit.
They have.
Because I know some of the smaller ones especially have really gotten a lot of their business from their tap rooms, basically, working it as a bar.
Yeah.
And I know that's been real rough. I have some friends that it's been really hurting. I'm good friends with the Merritts that have Battle Hops out in Katy.
Okay.
And
I haven't been out there yet.
Yeah, it's a cool place. They have a lot of board games, but and that's like their thing. You come, you get some beer, you drink some board games, you meet some people, but you can't do that right now. You can't be in a small closed-in place with a bunch of people playing games. Most of my friends that are playing Dungeons and Dragons, they're doing like Zoom meetings or Skype.
Yeah, I mean, and people with big patios are going to do a little better right now than the smaller restaurants.
Right, and like I said, like when I went to Hobbit Cafe yesterday, I sat at the patio. That's all they had open. They didn't have the inside open at all.
Mm-hmm.
They could have. Actually, when I went to Gringo's, they had their patio closed, and they had just a small portion of their dining room, and then they had it. It's weird, man. Yeah. But it was still good. It was just weird. It was weird, but it was good. You had to make reservations on Open Table ahead of time, and then you couldn't stay more than like an hour and 15 minutes, I think was the skidoo limit.
Yeah.
Which they never had that before because they wanted people to stay and buy more drinks and buy more food. I don't know. It's weird. We're gonna figure it all out or not. but we're just going along with it. And most of the concerts I had planned for all the summer have all been canceled, or not even canceled, postponed. So that way they don't have to give you your money back. They just say it's postponed.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we'll give you the ticket. Will be good for another time. When that's going to happen, nobody knows.
Yeah, we had really good seats for Rodney Foster. Supposed to be last Friday, and it's been postponed to like next year sometime.
Yeah.
Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, we have tickets for them, and I think that got postponed till August 13th now.
Well, the big festival I was going to go to in Germany that I went to last year, Bakken Open Air, they were everything in Germany is shut down until at least the end of August, and this is at the end of July, beginning of August is when this was planned. So they said, we're going to go ahead, send us a picture of your ticket, and then we'll send you a ticket to next year. So I was going to plan on going to next year again anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So now I just don't have to buy that ticket. I'm using the ticket I was going to use for this year. And the airlines have been surprisingly cool. So it is what it is,
Exactly.
We got to roll with it. We got to be lucky. We've got to be lucky we're not the ones getting sick right now. I have some friends that have gotten it, and one friend is recovered, one is recovering, but I don't think the curve is flattened yet.
No, and I'm sure we'll see another wave, and
Yeah,
we just have to be careful and pay attention to surroundings and wash your hands.
Wash your hands, people.
Yep. Today's
Awesome.
word, boys and girls, is wash your hands.
Did you see that video from the Jeep weekend down in Bolivar?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, it was hilarious. You got to see this. It's gone viral. It's a News 12, I think, might be from Beaumont.
Mm-hmm.
They did a news story, and this lady on Twitter tweeted it out saying, like, this is so ridiculous. Saturday Night Live couldn't even make this up. And there's this one lady. She's like, wash your hands for 20 minutes and don't forget to get the Germ-X. She was clearly drunk. But it's people are going to do what they want to do, and it seems like the police are going to let a lot of it slide, and we just got to find out what's going to happen.
Yep.
So, all right, man. Well, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about? Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to our barbecue adventures, Nick. This is going to be awesome. So hopefully, I
usually do a barbecue adventure on Father's Day and a barbecue adventure on my birthday weekend. So hopefully we can squeeze in somewhere Father's Day weekend.
Yeah.
All this talk about beef ribs, I think I know where I'm going.
You're going out to Katie, huh?
Actually, no. I think we might go to Taylor.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
We'll see if he's back open up yet. So we'll see.
Yeah. So do you talk to all these people?
I still talk to some of the online and messaging, and right now we actually have a COVID-19 support group, a messenger with 86 or 90 different restaurant owners. And they're helping each other, on resources.
Good.
Hey, I'm out of printer paper. Richard from Lasagna House will take it to Matt in 1960. Someone needed printing. Someone recommended a printer. The Bun Cakeaholics trying to get his cakes into, a different business and talking to other people. And so it's pretty cool that, these restaurant owners really respect each other in the area.
Yeah, that's awesome. They realize that they need to help each other, not necessarily compete with one another.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're all in it together.
And the
Lasagna House. The Lasagna House is the first place I ever had escargot.
Oh yeah, nice.
I was just like, I'll try it. And then when I went to New Zealand and went to a friend's birthday party, and we went to a French restaurant, and they had escargot, and none of the people I was with at the party had ever had it. And I was like, just try it. It's actually really good. I was like, I'm gonna order it. I'll eat it. If you'd like to try it, there'll be some here for you to share.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone enjoyed it. They just think of snails,
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird.
And some of the best escargot is in Cyprus.
I gotta go.
Yep.
I
It's
gotta go, man.
it's a tutto bene.
Tutto bene.
Yep.
What kind of place is that?
It's an Italian place. It's a
Okay.
Cypress Wood and Mason. That's probably my favorite Italian restaurant in the city.
Okay. Nice. I love me some Italian food.
Yeah.
There's an Italian place close to me that does deliver Adriatic Cafe.
Yeah.
They're close to Gringos. They're
Yeah,
in the shopping
they're
center
really
behind
good.
it, next to the McAllister's. Yeah,
That bread,
the bread is awesome.
right?
The bread is awesome. Yeah, it's been a great place to get pasta. I've got it delivered. I know I can just pick it up too if I wanted, but
So the
yeah.
best kept secret at Adriatic Cafe is the OGB dipping sauce.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Olive oil, garlic, and basil. So you have to
Okay.
pay for it. It's a cup of just all these herbs and spices and
Okay.
garlic. It's
Uh-huh.
like $2.99 for the bowl, and you dip your bread in it, and it's like
Okay.
they call it regulars call it crack dip.
Crack dip. I've had that at other Italian
Yeah.
restaurants where they'll serve it with the
Yeah,
bread.
theirs is so good they have to charge for it.
That's awesome. I'll have to. Is it on their menu or do you have to ask for it?
I just have to ask for it. I'm not sure if it's on the menu or not. What
should look.
only reason I knew about it is when they opened the one in Tomball. For the first month, they were giving it for free. They got you hooked, like
Yeah.
they were my dealer. And now you can't go without getting the OGB.
I always I'll get like a pasta with marinara,
Mhm.
and I'll order a side of Alfredo, and I'll mix it in.
Yeah.
I love that. What do they call it? Like a vodka sauce, maybe?
It's a Maria sauce, or I think it's Maria.
I should probably call them and ask them if they can mix it because I'm paying an extra like $4 or $5 to get the side.
You know, I think they have they have a sauce, which
It's
is
not.
basically like that.
It's not an option on DoorDash.
If you get the tortellini Sicilian, that's the sauce you're looking for.
I'll have to look. I'll have to look later.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, man, I'm freaking hungry.
Nice.
And I don't even really like my stomach is hungry, but my mouth is like no. I can't believe I had to get a freaking tooth ripped out of my skull today, dude. This is the worst.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I didn't mention that earlier when you were on.
Yeah, unless I missed it at the very beginning.
Yeah, I had my back bottom left side molar was I grind my teeth in my sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and I just ground it too much, and it got to where they thought I was going to need a root canal, and I went through the starting process of the root canal, which is not fun, let me tell you. And he got in there and looked at it and was like, "Nope, this needs to come out." And so then I had to wait a couple hours and go to my dentist, and then he yanked it out. He tried to yank it out with one forceps, and he's like, "Nope, I need a different forceps." So he had to grab another forceps.
And you can't even go to Sweet Tomatoes anymore and get the soup buffet.
They're out of business.
I know.
Sweet Tomatoes has closed their doors. What's this going to mean for buffets and cafeterias?
For now, it's a bad time to own one of those.
I mean, Luby's has a drive-through, and I think you can get some delivery on some of the services from Luby's. So, I mean, they might be okay, but like the Happy Family Chinese buffet,
yeah.
What are they going to do, man? Because they didn't do to go. Because why would you get to go at a buffet? Right. You just go in there, you pay your $15 or whatever, and then you get your money's worth. You just pile it in. Just shovel it in, man. That's why I hate going to those buffets, because I feel like I have to get my money's worth.
Right. And then you get home and go, why did I do that?
Oh, I know exactly why I did that. It's like one of those things, you do it and you're like, oh, I'm not doing that again. And then like 6 months later, you forget that you did that. 6 months to a year. It depends on how you but you forget that you did that, and then you go, and it's like,
It's like ponchos back in the day. You knew it was bad.
raise the flag.
Yeah.
Hey man, their sopapillas were phenomenal.
And that's why you went back.
For the sopapillas. Everything else sucks. Is anybody else?
When the cheese sauce stares back at you, you know you should leave.
Yeah, that cheese sauce was not natural.
No.
That was not cheese. That was
No.
hydrogenated vegetable oil.
Yeah.
Oh man. I think there's still a couple ponchos around. I think the one on like 45 and Tidwell's still there.
Yeah, and I think Humble.
There's still one in Humble. Oh, like on 1960
Yeah,
or
1960 and 59.
Yeah.
Turnaround.
Yep, I think it's still there. Oh God, it's so terrible.
I know.
Well, Nick, again, thank you so much for coming on, man. This has been great. Hopefully this wasn't too local for our friends in Turkey.
All right.
But this is the Robb Zipp Show. It's not the most epic adventures. It's part of the family, but we are going to have some epic barbecue adventures. Nick, I would love if you come with me. If not, I'll just do it myself.
Hey, you said barbecue. I'm down.
I know. I can get some other people to go with me, but yeah, it would be great to take you with me, and then introduce me. Maybe go back. If you were with me, it'd be easier for me to go backstage and see where the magic happens.
We can make that happen.
Awesome.
At most places.
I tell people I want to be like a cross between Rick Steves and Anthony Bourdain with a dash of Guy Fieri.
All right.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
All right. Houston area barbecue. Look for that playlist coming soon to this page.
There we go.
I'm feeling it. I don't know, man. I might have to just hit up Corkscrew myself soon and then see how they're doing there.
Barbecue Burger and Brews page. We'll have the list coming out.
Nice. I'll type that in the comment. So how do people get there again? It's on Facebook?
Yeah, it's TX BBQ, burgers and brew.
TX BBQ. What's the Facebook link?
So I think it's just Texas Barbecue Burger and Brews.
Texas Barbecue Burger and like A&D?
Yeah. See, I don't remember if it's A&D or and. Let me look. It is.
I would think in a domain name.
It's the ampersand.
In the domain name?
Yeah. Oh well, no, it's on Facebook.
Yeah. Facebook.com. Okay. Now I'm bothered.
Well, actually, no. It's TX BBQ Burgers Brew. There is no and.
There is no and. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna double check this.
It was too long.
Texas Barbecue. What is it again? TX. It's saying it's not found.
TX. It's a page, so I don't know if that makes it. It's a TX BBQ Burgers Brew.
There it is. Okay, I just want to make sure I copy it right. So I'm going to put it in the comments here, and that link will show up on all the platforms that we are showing it at. So I'm going to show it right here. There is the link there. It is also be in the comments, so you can click on that directly if you're watching this on Facebook or the other platforms.
And actually, the video montage on there is Brett's and Katie.
Nice, cool. Do I follow this page? It's a personal blog. You know what? I'm gonna follow it. I wasn't following it. Nick, what's wrong with me?
Well, we have another page with some friends now too called Let's Brunch by Nick's Local Eats.
Let's Brunch. Okay.
Oh, that's a little page we just started just for fun to to showcase brunch, Bloody Marys, Benedicts, mimosas.
Very nice. I guess I could share some pictures, but I'm just gonna post the links and people can go there themselves.
Cool.
So let's brunch by NLE.
Yeah.
So I just typed in "let's brunch" in Facebook, and it was the first thing that popped up.
Hey,
So,
go Facebook.
So I'm gonna shoot.
Keep up the good work, Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. Here, I'll show this. There we go. Let's brunch by NLE. Nick's Local Eats.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I'm getting shiny. I'm getting too close to the monitor here. I'm getting too bright. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do this. I'm glad the cell phone internet worked better than the backup Comcast internet, or excuse me, Xfinity internet. And this has been fun, dude. I'm looking forward to. Just hanging out with you, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be cool. I think we only see each other at sausage wars and eyeglass appointments.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully, I know. I've had burgers with Cliff at what's that place in the Woodlands? Honeybee. I met him for lunch one day, and Honeybee's okay.
Yeah.
I did their burger challenge just so I could get my picture on the wall.
Oh, did you?
And the lady took me and my friend, we both did it. She took our pictures, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm going to redecorate this place." And then she put some pictures up. She didn't put me and my friend up there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the whole point of doing a challenge is to get your picture up on the wall. So I didn't go there for a while after that. I was pretty disappointed. So
well, that sucks.
So the only challenges I've done, I did that one, and I did Plucker's Fire in the Hole Hot Wing Challenge. And
there's a picture of our dogs at Chewy's at Vintage at the bar.
Nice, very cool.
Whenever they open the Chewy's, everybody submits their pictures of their dogs, and they decorate the whole bar with pictures of dogs.
I never noticed that.
Yeah,
I'll have to look for that next time.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, all right, Nick. I'll let you go. It's probably past your din time.
All right. Well, this was fun.
Yeah. Thanks again, and I'm gonna keep you up to these barbecue adventures, dude.
Cool.
It's gonna be sweet. We can make it a cross production. How about that?
There we go. And what days are you usually off?
Well, I don't know right now. Right now. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back with you on that.
All right. Well, if you're off on a Wednesday, we can definitely get barbecue lunch.
Okay. I'm off. Well, I was off today, but next Wednesday I am off. I think no. Next week I work on Wednesday. I work 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. on the nights that I work, and then right now I'm working 2 nights, and then have 4 nights off. So, like, I'm working tomorrow and Friday, and then next week I'll be working Wednesday and Thursday, and then the week after that, Tuesday and Wednesday, and the week after that, I'm not sure.
All right, we'll figure it out.
All right, man. Thanks
a
lot. I appreciate it, Nick.
So this will be like there'll be a rebroadcast on YouTube, I guess, or.
Yes, sir. This will live forever on YouTube unless for some reason they take my YouTube down.
All right, cool. All right. We'll reshare it. All right, thanks.
Cool. Zach is looking forward to watching more of these. Thanks, Zach.
Cool.
I'm going to make some announcements, but I'll let you go. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks again. All right. That was Nick Rama from Nick's Local Eats here in the Houston area. Super cool guy. We're going to bring you some great videos of us going to eat some stuff. That's one of the great things I like to do when I travel, is to try some great food. And it's great if you have a guide to go with you that knows the people at the places. I'm going to go ahead and kick from studio. So he's gone. So he came. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some great videos, and hopefully I'll improve my editing skills. I also have a friend that has volunteered to do some editing for me. So we'll have that. I am going to do an unboxing video right after this for the metalhead box. So if you are a fan of metal and you're watching this and you're wondering where all the metal is, well, there wasn't much in this video, but watch my next video. I am going to do an unboxing. I'll do it on the Most Epic Adventures page, and I'll do it on Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, whatever. If you're watching on YouTube, give this a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Leave a comment. If you weren't here for the chat, that's okay. Leave a comment, and myself or Nick will reply. If you had a question or you wanted to say something about one of the restaurants, please do that. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and give my show, the Robb Zipp Show page, a like. I haven't really been active doing the Robb Zipp Show, so I haven't shared too much content on that page. This was something that I did on as a audio podcast, but definitely more people are watching right now than listen to my last couple episodes of my podcast. So that's just how it goes. It's okay. I'm definitely more of a video person. I'm beautiful when I don't have a big zit on my face and a gaping hole in my mouth from a tooth being ripped out of my skull. Ugh. Anyway, that's it for this video, this episode, the first episode of the Robb Zipp Show on YouTube. Thank you, Zach, for checking it out and saying you're looking forward to watching more. I have several of these in a playlist called COVID Conversations. So this will go in that playlist. This will also go in the Robb Zipp Show playlist. So getting back to somewhat of a normality, tomorrow I am going to do an interview. This will be for the Most Epic Adventures, because this will be a metal themed event. The Most Epic Adventures is my heavy metal travel show. So the Most Epic Adventures interview, I'm calling it the Most Epic Interview, guys. That's what I decided. The Most Epic Interview with Joey B and Azalee from Full Terror Assault Open Air. It is a festival in Cave in Rock, Illinois at Hog Rock Ranch, where they used to do the Gathering of the Juggalos. They kicked the Juggalos out. They said, "Get out of here, Juggalos." And they have an awesome metal fest there. This will be the 6th year. And you're like, but Rob, everything has been canceled. Wrong. This year, Full Terror Assault will go on. It will not be canceled. It's in September. It is at private property. So we'll hear from them tomorrow. And if you've missed out on concerts this summer and you're a metalhead, you've got to go to this with me. I'm coming from Houston. There's some guys that come from Tampa. There are people that come from Canada. People come from all over. Guys from Arizona that come every year. There are people that come from all over the place to go to this festival. And so far, it's still a small festival, so there can be some social distancing. I just wouldn't maybe get in the mosh pit, but don't go if you're sick. But it's going to be a great time. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be covering it. If you want to see my videos from last year, check out that. It's my #1 most viewed video from last year. It was my Full Terror Assault video. It's a little over an hour. This year, I'm going to break it up into smaller videos to make a playlist, so it won't be so big. But hopefully you watch all of them and you enjoy them all. But check those out. That's what I got going on tomorrow. Don't have anything else, any other live streams scheduled after that. So if you would like to be on, if it's metal related, we would be on the Most Epic Adventures. If it's not metal related, we could do the Robb Zipp Show. This is my show. It's my show, damn it. So it's my show. I'm the host of both. It's the same thing. So just kind of keep things a little separated in the same place at the same time. Does that make sense? Kind of putting the niches in their place. All right, so enough rambling from me for tonight. I'm using too much of my cell phone data. So thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. And until then, stay epic.